Today I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this baby monitor, which is a video baby monitor from Yoofoss. Now this is very similar to another baby monitor that I have that's actually in my nursery, but I love it so much and it's so practical and easy to use that I was in the market to get another baby monitor for just different camera purposes. So I've got this one downstairs. The downstairs of my house, I have a family room and a playroom, and my kids are often down here playing while I'm upstairs doing the dishes or folding laundry or whatever. So I'm not always down here, and occasionally there's problems that erupt or things like that where it's nice to have a video monitor so I can see what's going on downstairs and check on them without actually walking downstairs. Also, because this has a speaker on here, I can talk to them through the receiver and they can hear me through the actual camera. So if I need to call down for them and tell them to come up for dinner, I don't have to yell down the stairs or come running down. So there's lots of nice things to having this kind of communication and video monitoring in different places in my house besides the nursery. But I love the one that I have in the nursery, and this has all the same features that I have in the nursery. So it's a really great one. Let me give you a closer look at the camera portion. So here is the camera piece. It is small and simple. So you can see the solid base that it just stands up. Now that can be mounted on the wall, on the ceiling. It can be sitting on top of something. Right now I just have mine on top of my desk, a little organizer that I have on my desk, and it's able to view the entire room. So it works quite well here, and you can see the charging cable plug in here. Now this piece just needs to be plugged in constantly. And this features, obviously, you've got your camera here and a good sound quality that you can pick up what's going on in the entire room down here. Also, there is a speaker on here, so you can talk through the handheld piece and it will come out through here. So if you've got this in your nursery, you can go ahead and push down on the button to talk to your baby and say, hey, I'll be there in just a minute. Good morning. You can, if you've got it somewhere else in your house, you can use it as a communication device to call for people on like the opposite side of the house. So that's been, this is just a closer look at this little video piece. It is nice, and I like the gray and white color. It's inconspicuous. So if you were to mount this on the wall or on the ceiling, it's small, it's not in the way. It has this nice base that it can just sit upright very nicely. Okay, so let's take a closer look at your little receiver here that you carry around, and I will turn it on and show you what it can do. So it's very flat. It is, roughly like phone size. Nice large screen on there for viewing. Here is where you plug in your charging cable. So I'm not quite sure the battery life on this, but for as long as I have it in, as I have it on, not plugged in, I mean, I can walk around my house all day when I turn it on and off when I need it, and the battery seems to last, and then I just charge it at night. So this just plugs in right here. Then it's just a standard plug. The nice thing is that both of your cables here have a nice long cord. So if you're mounting the other video camera piece onto the ceiling or something, you've got a nice long cord to work with. Same thing with this piece here. So let's go ahead and turn this on. You just if you press the power button once, maybe my battery has died. Nope. Okay. So generally when you push the power button once, it will show you, and that might just be when it's plugged in, it will show you the battery life. There we go. But and then the next time that you press it in, it will turn it on. So you can see the view of my room here from the camera right there. So let me show you some features here. I will go ahead, and if you hold in this microphone button, then you can talk through the speaker. As you can tell, there's a little delay. But here sitting in the room where the camera is, you can hear me pretty clearly. So it's really nice. I know that freaks my baby out when I talk to her in the nursery. Sorry, you can hear a little bit of feedback here. But down here, it works great that I can just call to my kids without running downstairs, and I can easily say, hey guys, it's time for dinner. and you can hear it through there. So that's really nice. So you've got menu buttons that you can check out here. This does have the temperature, so it'll tell you the temperature of the room in which the camera is located. It also tells you the time and the date down here, and you've got a little battery meter. It's difficult to see from my camera. That's up there at the top, so you can keep track of your battery life. So I love that you can see the temperature. That's really useful. I'm always kind of concerned with my babies that is it too hot or too cold in their room, and so I like to be able to see the temperature. So and let me show you the music feature here. So this one is super great. My baby loves all of these songs when they're playing in her room at night. The other monitor that I have plays the same songs, and I love them. So if you long press that music button, sorry. Okay, that turns on the music. So you can hear the music playing in the background. It also plays off of here, but you can completely turn that volume down. You can mute that volume, so while the music is playing, you can't hear it through the receiver. But here are your volume adjustment. So you can turn that up on here. So you can tell that you can hear, by how loud that music is, that you can hear your baby pretty well. Let me go ahead and turn that off. So it has a couple of songs that it cycles through, and they're just kind of nice and soothing. They're fun that my baby likes to dance to them, but it's also like calming and relaxing for her that she listens to it as she falls asleep. So she pretty much listens to these songs every single night when she falls asleep, and when she gets in bed, she always asks, music, music. And this has the same songs as that other monitor, so I already know that I love it, and very, very similar features. So here's your speaker here, and your power button, and you've got this OK button for when you're cycling through the menu, and basically the menu is just to set those features, set your time, and information like that. So the only thing that I'm really using on a daily basis is, turning that music on, which you just long press that again, and it'll say close audio player, and turn that music off. So the nice thing is you don't need to go into the actual nursery or whatever to turn that music off at night. So when you can see that your baby's asleep, you go ahead and turn that music off right here from the receiver, so you don't need to go in and disturb your baby. I have some little sound devices that I have to go in and either like set a timer on or physically turn them off, and sometimes I wake her up when I go in there, so I don't do that anymore. I simply use one of these, and it's great. So you've got that volume adjustment right here. You can talk and have it come out through the camera, which is super nice. You can play music on here that you can turn off and on and control from here. And it's just a nice large screen on here, a clear picture. It's kind of, now it's hard to see from my camera that you can see this from a bunch of different angles. I kind of have to be right on for you to see. But it is a nice clear picture. I can totally see what's going on in, my whole family room with that camera positioned there. So, it's nice and clear. It also has that feature there that when the lights are off, it puts out that night light so you can see night vision. So obviously in the dark, you can still see your baby very well. So this has a lot of nice features for the baby monitor. It's easy to carry around. It's got a great little stand that you can just sit down. So if you're doing something, you can just have that sitting there and be watching what's going on with your baby. Have that handy, and should your kids or your child or whatever, they can just ask you a question. So today, my son's been playing downstairs, and he knows that the monitor's on. So he'll just say, Mom, can you hear me? Mom. And then I pick it up and can answer him back. And so we'd have a whole discussion through there because I can hear him through here. And then you do need to hold in this button to talk. So you're not going to accidentally be saying something and like wake up your baby or something. You have to be holding this in order to talk through it. And then you let go and it stops. So that's good because I have some younger kids that like to come up and talk to my baby when they see her sleeping, and luckily they don't know to push this button, so they're not really waking her up. So that's been your closer look at this baby monitor. It's a terrific video baby monitor with lots of great features such as the microphone, the music, the temperature reading. I mean, everything that I really need in a monitor, this one has. It's got a great large screen picture. Definitely pleased with this one. I'll go ahead and power off here. It's as simple as that. When you want it, you turn it on. When you're done with it, you turn it off. So it's easy and straightforward and definitely convenient. And that has been your closer look.